Hey everybody, how are you doing today? A couple of weeks ago, I did my technically first official review for Running Shadow, I believe it was, and I called it Let's Parkour. I don't think people get that was a review. So I might have to put review in the title somewhere. But this one, our fantasy is final for Final Fantasy Record Keeper. So this is something a little different, as you may notice. So there is a thing called BlueStacks on PC. I absolutely love it. It allows me to do Android stuff on my PC. My S4 broke, and I was debating on, starting to record some things on the S4. But it broke again for the second time. So Samsung, yeah, your product sucks, sadly. And I thought that you were a leader in quality, but alas, you are not. In fact, I'm dissuaded from Samsung products. So now I'm looking at a Google Nexus for a new phone. And I really liked the S4, but fuck that. Nope. It broke twice. Done. Okay. Anyways. That said, I wanted to show off some Android stuff. I originally got BlueStacks a long time ago, and it didn't work too well. Now it's working a lot better. And I actually primarily got it for Simpsons Tapped Out and Family Guy: The Quest for Stuff, which I'll show off in another video. Actually, you can see Homer up here in the corner. Saying, hey, come on back. But today we are taking a look at Record Keeper. So what this is DNA produced it. The company who is partnering with Nintendo, they have a series. They create frameworks for people to build off of, including their own internal developers. So it may look familiar. There's a couple of other games that do this very similar thing, produced by DNA, not produced by DNA. And it's actually, I don't mind this type of game too bad, especially when they get a license like Final Fantasy and it mashes everything together. So as you can see, like, there's Cloud and Waka. There's Eris, Terra. I mean, and they're all mashed up in the game called The Record Keeper, and it has its own story. But we won't be focusing too much on that. We'll actually be just focusing on gameplay, because the story is kind of just a backseat to seeing all of your characters in one series. So you get doors to different games, and then you kind of play through the story of each game, or memorable moments of each story, and then you have to win back. It's being taken over, and you have to win back the game, or that part of the game rather. And they give you several of them. Final Fantasy 7 was what was opened up first, and then 4 and then 10 were opened up. And 4 so far has the most dungeons to it. And of course, you have the music for each game. Like, it's just very nostalgic. I was playing this the other day, and before I even realized it, I had it minimized, and I was just listening to the music and playing and doing something else. And it is absolutely awesome. You have a party. So I've got Cloud, Kane, Tyro, White Mage, and Black Mage are characters specific to Record Keeper, but you unlock other characters and they're a little bit more powerful. So let's just jump right on into it. Like I said, it's very similar to other games. There's just one specifically where you get dragons and like monsters, and you have to like combine the dragons to evolve them, and they level up, and you get equipment for them, and you have your team of like 6 dragons. So there are similar games out there that do a very similar thing, but this one has the advantage of being Final Fantasy. Ooh, this one's gigantic. Holy crap. Normally they have like 3 stages, and then like the 4th one's the boss, or 2 stages, and the 3rd one's the boss. This one's got a lot. As a result, though, they all take less stamina, and they're also only 1 round, whereas they would take like 2 or 3 stamina, and they're like 2 or 3 rounds. Baron Marine. captain. So yeah, and then you get characters from in the game, and they make custom sprites. Now, like, obviously those guys were in sprites, those were Final Fantasy IV, but Cloud has never been an official sprite. And you get the sound effects and the glowing lights. It's very much in an addictive sense. Like, it makes you keep coming back. It gives you the flashing lights, and it's constantly giving you rewards. It is free to play on the Google Play Store and the iOS App Store. And I don't mind a stamina system. I can come back later. I mean, stamina refills relatively fast, and I maybe like want to play for 10-20 minutes, and then I'll just come back to it later, and I get bored and want to come back or go back and play something else. So, I don't mind these games, actually. A lot of people have issues with these games, but I don't. So much so that I'm playing it on my computer, and I'll play other games. I'll play plenty of other fun games, but this is also fun to me. And it's Tapped Out and Quest for Stuff is a similar situation where I don't have stamina, but I'll give all my townspeople their actions, and then I'll come back when their actions are done, which I'll take real time, which I'm okay with. When I actually had my phone, it was real nice to just do a couple of actions for my guys and then go back to whatever I was doing, or get out of the car and then go, into Walmart or whatever I was doing at the time, or when I was working at Walmart. We can camp. I don't think I've camped yet. So yeah, each character has attacks, and they have special moves. And they all have magic, which is all, like regular stuff. But they don't learn it normal, like just through leveling. Even though they level and they get better stats. You find equipment, and you find gems. Like that will open up and give me a gem like you see at the end of a battle. And what that'll do is I can go and then combine them to create magic. So like Tyro didn't start with a water magic. I created the water magic. And my white mage, could only heal, it was 3 or 4 for the entire dungeon. And then I focused the magic. Now she heals for more, and I can heal 2 more times or 3 more times. And that's the reason why I'm not using my magic right now, is because I want to try and save it for the boss, because your magic will refill, but like for Fabul Castle here, I will only have my magic for as long, for this battle, or for this dungeon. If I used all my magic in the first 2 battles, I wouldn't have any more magic. Now, granted, I will have special abilities to use also, but, just trying to save it. But I'll show you some magic now, like water, gargoyle. I don't know if they're weak against it, but we'll do that and show you what happens. Yeah, so they one particularly strong. And the cure, I don't have to select. I probably could click on somebody and then on heal, but if you just click heal, she will pick the person with the lowest amount of health at the time and heal them. So, but I haven't been needing to use it too often, which is, I don't know, it's a little easy right now, but there are hard versions of the dungeons. And then this. So you get these little medallions, chocobo medallions, for actions taken, damage taken, and times KO'd, and then altogether those will give you either expert, in this beginning area, which is just regular, expert, and then champion, and then when you get higher levels, you will get bonus experience for that area. And because I'm in Final Fantasy IV's dungeon, Kain here is actually getting bonus experience. When I'm in the Final Fantasy VII dungeon, Cloud gets bonus experience. When I'm in an event dungeon, like the guild dungeon that I was in this past Saturday, every Saturday they run a guild dungeon and a special event dungeons that you can do every so often. Tyro, the white mage, and the black mage got bonus experience. So, like Kain, I got him last. Like, out of the 5 characters, he was the last one I got. So he started at a noticeably lower level because I've been doing so many Final Fantasy IV dungeons. He's actually now surpassed everybody else. So he's going to level in 8 experience versus 1,000 experience. So there is benefits to doing the specific dungeons. And then once we're done with this, I will also go ahead and show more the equipment. You guys also might be asking how I'm playing this. I don't know if I'll have captured it, but my mouse, That's how I'm playing it. It mimics my finger. So I like click and drag like I would my finger, or I'll click on specific parts, click and hold, and all that good stuff, like I would with my finger on a real phone. Instead of doing this on my computer, I'm emulating Android. And I had to give it, 2 gigs of RAM. I disabled like a lot of Android applications that I didn't need installed. Stuff like that to try to just streamline it, to get it to run real well. And it ran well enough, and then I kept playing with it and kept finding cool games like this. But I was like, screw it. I kind of want to record. And also, instead of dragging and clicking, a cool thing too is like I just my mouse wheel. It's quick, but it's cool that it's there, that I could use it. And another benefit to BlueStacks, I'm gonna have to do a video on BlueStacks in the future, but another benefit to BlueStacks is they natively uses a controller. So if you have a 360 or a PS4 or a PS3 controller, it should automatically recognize it. In games like Asphalt HD, you can plug it in, and then you can just play with your controller, which is real cool. So if you, have a game on a phone that you can only get on a phone, but you don't like touch controls, your only action for, your only recourse of action is to like get a controller for your phone, which they have them. There's ones that you can set your phone in, and then like a controller on the sides or like right below, and those are real cool. But those are like $25, where you can buy a controller, use it for your consoles, or for your PC in general, and then you can also just happen to use it for BlueStacks. Okay, so holy shit! Just killed my black mage. Wait a minute. Excuse me? Ah! Holy crap! This guy hurts. I didn't realize he was going to be so strong. I don't have a Phoenix Downs. Okay, okay, that's fine. Kane can take the damage. That just means that I really need to replace these characters. They were good starting off, but these guys started at so much higher base stats, and they leveled up so fast that they outshadow these guys. Clearly. Alright, come on. Do a double jump of your own. Yeah, Kane and Cloud aren't taking much damage. Killed my black mage in 1 hit. It also is really cool, the custom official pixel art of these characters. It's going to make me doing some pixel art time lapses pretty interesting, because I've been wanting to do some of these characters. Like, I would love to do a Cloud, and there are plenty of like fan sprites out there, and they're all good, but this is an actual like official Cloud sprite that I can use, which is real nice. There aren't too many of those. There might be a couple of out there, or really high quality sprites, but I can say that this is actually an official Cloud sprite, 16-bit Cloud sprite, and I can build him. With others, I think I would do other characters as well, but I can build him. Yep, and then just like a regular boss, he fades away. With my black mage on the floor. Ooh, you defeat the dragon without being KO'd. Yeah. So with the bosses, you will get a bonus like thing down here where exploit like their weakness or don't get countered, like the antlion. But defeat the dragoon without being KO'd. Obviously didn't happen. Killed my black mage in 1 hit. So we only got expert instead of champion. But that's okay. Whip from Final Fantasy IV. Ah, yeah. I still got champion on this dungeon, of course. Rydia! Sweet. Mithril is the premium currency in the game, which you earn. Or there is a premium currency. Mithril can be used in place of premium currency, usually. So, finally. Wait. You didn't really want to replace. Okay. Well, optimize just does like what it would normally do in a Final Fantasy game. It optimizes the party, but now we've got Rydia. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna take off my black mage and put Rydia there. also growth eggs. I don't think I've done growth eggs. Ah, gives the character experience. Okay. Sweet. I've got one lesser growth egg. Oh, it's going to give her 2,500 experience. Holy shit, sweet. So she can catch up. I could either super level somebody else, or I can catch her up in levels, which I did. So that's awesome. Sweet. The music is also really good. All right, so let's... no. Okay, fine. Let's... Do I have to take... I think I have to take the equipment back off. Let's optimize real quick. Let's do this. Oh, I didn't need to. Okay. So we're going to remove all. We're going to... Excuse me. We're going to put Rydia back in the party. And then we're going to abilities, assign abilities. And we're going to take off Thunder and Blizzard from him. And then Rydia, we're going to give her Thunder and Blizzard. Well, how about if I optimize now? It still wants to give me the Black Mage, probably because he's a higher level. But I really want Rydia. So we're going to optimize her. All right, so she's going to get the whip that we found and the cotton robe. And the cool thing is that it even gives you items based on like the game. So the whip from Final Fantasy IV, the cotton robe from Final Fantasy VI. There is Mithril Armlet from 7, Mithril Staff from 4, the Bowgun from 12, the Leather Armor from 3, the Mithril Daggers from 9, the Dancing Daggers from 5, and the Flame Mail from 4. So like it's literally just a mashup of all the games. And it's really, really, really fun. I honestly have more fun with this than I would have thought imaginable. And I played the other games in this style, and I played them for a little while, but I ultimately fell out of it. And in this game, I don't feel like I'm going to fall out of it. So that's kind of cool. I did my free relic draw for the day. You get a free common relic draw, which is just, it draws, it can draw you like the Xantakun, the Xantazakun from 6 there. Special equipment. And we don't have Terra, but we do have Rydia now, Kane and Cloud. Also, we need to get Waka. Apparently, Waka is also available at some point. But I probably have to fight through the Final Fantasy X dungeon to unlock him. However, I think we have enough Mithril for a relic draw. Now, it'd probably be better to save up 50 Mithril to do 11 rare draws, but for the video, the purposes of this video, we're going to do a single-use Mithril draw. Let's see what we get. Mog! Ooh. Nice! Oh, holy crap. Not bad. Dandro from Final Fantasy 12. Holy crap. Okay, let's put that on somebody. Who? Cloud. Oh, that's gonna raise his stats so high. I don't have any accessories for these guys yet, but that brings me to this for equipment. Combine equipment. Let's do this real quick, or rather, upgrade equipment. We're gonna take the Danjuro. And we're going to take all these items that we have that nobody has equipped. The little E denotes equipped. We're going to take all this stuff because I'm not using it. And then, okay, I don't have enough gil for all that. So let's do... We'll do up to this because I only have 11,000 gil. So, it's going to go from level 1 to level 3. Confirm. It's going to upgrade and it's going to give me a little bit more attack. So... You know, I'm not doing anything with any of that gear, right? So I might as well pump it into something else. So the Danjuro is a little bit more powerful now, which is cool. And then another thing, let's go ahead and look real quick at the abilities. We're going to see if I can create an ability. Okay, I can only create fire and, oh, I guess this is black magic. Can I create anything else for anybody? Ooh, I can create physical attacks. I don't think I've created one of these yet. And of course, I don't have enough gil to do so. But I can create Blade Bash here. I could create it if I had literally 170 more gil, but I would create it, and then I would just have something to finally equip on, like Cloud, for example. Or if I could, get a summon here. So those items that you find have a lot of uses. And then on top of that, you can also hone the abilities like we talked about earlier. I don't have enough gil or items to do it, but then suddenly, it goes from rank 1 to 2, and I get an extra 2 uses out of it. So this game does have a lot of depth. And it can go for a while if you want it to go for a while. And there are cloud backups if you change phones, or you want to do like blue stacks and things like that. You can do that easily. I don't think I'm getting any Google Play achievements, Google Play Games achievements, but it's one of those where I don't mind that much. Also, daily dungeon, yeah, like right here, daily dungeon for the day, based on Final Fantasy X. So that's something that I can do off screen, because that's it for this review. I really like this game, if you couldn't tell. I chose it because I liked it. I'm not really trying to choose games that I don't like right now. I'm not just reviewing, here's 20 games, review them. The ones that you don't like, well, review them anyways. No, right now, I'm just trying to stick to games that I actually do enjoy. This game, I really do enjoy. It's got great music design. It's nostalgic. It melds all the games together, and there's some cool remixes. It combines 11 games, because minus the 2 MMOs. It combines all of the games. I just have to unlock them as time goes on. They give you events. It's constantly being updated. Square, I think, chose right. They just wanted a cool mashup game. And when you have a series that's been going for the last 25 years, 30 years, what better way than to mash it all together, right? Like, they could totally do the same exact thing for Dragon Quest. They probably will. And I would probably play the crap out of that. Legend of Zelda, since DNA is getting in bed with Nintendo, they could do a Legend of Zelda, across the timeline, similar to how they did with Hyrule Warriors. They could do this formula, but with Legend of Zelda. So I like this specific formula. It mashes all your games together, gives you a unique story, and you can play it on the go, or in my case, on the computer. So guys, if you have an iPhone or an Android device or BlueStacks, go into your app store, download this game. It is free to play. Give it a try, and let me know what you think of this game down in the comments below. So, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please comment, subscribe, rate it. No, rating's not a thing anymore. What the hell? Comment, thumbs it up, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Send it to all your friends. And remember, keep it here for more reviews, for more anything. So, I guess more anything works. More anything? More reviews, more Let's Plays, all the good stuff that you know me for at this point, I hope. Remember, play more games, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.